Good afternoon. You're watching Lunchtime News on TV1. I'm Zeenat Musafir. Let's take a look at headlines first.
The BJP party leads Indian elections 2019. Opposition opposes Speaker's decision to hold parliamentary debate on the no-confidence motion against Minister Rishad Bathiuddin on the 18th and 19th of June. Recording of evidence in the case against former Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa to commence on the 19th of June. Members of the Working Committee appointed to look into the April 21st terror attacks named. Salaries of security forces to increase. Theresa May resists call from MPs to resign.
In headline-making news, as the Lok Sabha election results are being counted, India's Bharatiya Janata Party had gained a significant lead over the Congress party. The Indian media reported that ruling Bharatiya Janata Party had 178 seats, including Karnataka, Gujarat, Haryana, Arunachal and the Sikkim state, with Congress holding only 54 seats. According to the latest results, the BJP leads in Gujarat, Delhi, Ujiarpur, Surat, Belgaum, Bagalkot, Jabalpur, Ketul, Hoshiarpur, Ganganagar, Bhilwara and Raipur areas. The BJP secured 57 of the 80 seats in Uttar Pradesh, and according to local media, the party which wins the state is likely to win the elections as well. It is reported that Congress is struggling for key votes in Chhattisgarh, Bihar and Punjab. If the BJP-led NDA fails to secure a majority in parliament, the Congress is preparing to set up a government, forming a new alliance under 3 separate stages. According to Indian media, additional armed forces, personnel and 150 police officers have been deployed for polling stations for security. All eyes on Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi and Sheila Dixit, who are contesting from Varanasi, Amethi and northeast Delhi. According to Indian media, the Prime Minister is leading the polls in Varanasi. Benchmark indexes opened at record high today, the counting day for Lok Sabha elections 2019, with strong possibility of the BJP returning to power for the second 5-year term and a stable government at the centre. The Indian polls are considered the election of the world's largest democracy, with 90 million eligible voters, 2,000 plus political parties and 8,000 candidates contesting for 543 parliamentary seats. In local news, Speaker Karujai Surya this morning announced the membership of the Parliamentary Select Committee to look into and report on the terrorist attacks that took place on the 21st of April.
As per the proposal approved on the 22nd of May 2019, the Parliamentary Select Committee to look into and report on the terrorist attacks that took place on the 21st of April this year will be chaired by Deputy Speaker Ananda Kumar Siri. The committee will include the following members: MP Rauf Hakim, MP Ravi Karunanayaka, MP Field Marshal Sarath Fonseca, MP Dr. Kavinda Jayawardena, MP Professor Ashu Marasinghe, MP Dr. Jayampati Vikramaratne and MP M.A. Sumandiran.
Garu M.A. Sumandiran Mathituma.
Foundation stone for a 3-story building that will be constructed at the St. Anthony Shrine in Kochikade that was destroyed by the April 21st bombings was laid last morning.
This building will consist of a museum and centre for arms and a kitchen. His Eminence Fernando Cardinal Filoni participated in the event to represent His Holiness Pope Francis. The group also engaged in a tour of inspection in the church premises.
Porto l'affetto.
I would like to say that I would take the love and friendliness of the Sri Lankan people. Not only the injured, but all Sri Lankans will be able to build one country and a strong bond if they unite.
E per fare di questa società una società migliore.
A program to monitor the reconstruction of the church and to strengthen the lives of the victims of terror attacks was initiated by the Cardinal.
A tense situation arose today at the party leaders' meeting when the matter on the no-confidence motion against Minister Rishad Badiuddin was debated. The tense situation arose as a result of the opposition's request to hold a debate on the matter immediately.
The representatives from the government, including the leader of the House, suggested the 18th and 19th of June to take the no-confidence motion against Minister Rishad Badiuddin for debate. We did not agree with that. We requested the first week of July, the 6th and 7th, after the Parliament week commences on the 4th. We agreed to complete duties scheduled for the 6th and 7th by the 4th of July and take this matter into debate on the 6th. The government did not agree with this. In that note, the party leaders' meeting concluded with no agreements made.
The Ministry of Education has informed all school principals to prepare a suitable program at school level to cover the missed lessons for the period in which schools were closed in April. Additional Secretary to the Ministry M.M. Ratnayaka said the second-term examinations will not be cancelled due to any circumstances.
Currently, all school operations are taking place on a regular basis. There is an attendance percentage of more than 90% in all schools island-wide. Accordingly, all school activities are taking place according to its timetable. There has been several concerns as to whether the term tests will be held. The ministry has already decided to continue as planned. Therefore, term tests as well as other sports activities will take place as planned. We request school principals to prepare suitable programs at school level to cover the missed lessons in the respective syllabus for the period in which schools were closed and to prepare the students for the term tests accordingly.
Police said that 15 police teams have been deployed in search of the suspect responsible for the shooting and murder of a police constable based in Urumutta, Akurasa. Police said the suspect has been identified and that the suspect had fled the area yesterday. The police constable was shot when he was deployed to raid an illegal liquor operation. The constable, who was severely injured, was rushed to the Kamburupitiya hospital, where he succumbed to his injuries. 30-year-old Kasun Sampath, a police constable, is a resident of Kanakediddeniya, Kolombage Watta. A person was stabbed to death in Markola, Sapugaskanda. Police said the incident was a result of a conflict between a group of people who were under the influence of alcohol. The 48-year-old deceased was identified as a resident of Akitihaldeniya. Police said the suspect had fled the area. The government has decided to increase the ration allowance and other allowances awarded to officers of the three armed forces and all other ranks.
According to the Ministry of Finance, the ration allowance for officers will be increased to 23,231 rupees with effect from January, and it will be increased to 19,350 rupees for all other ranks in the three armed forces. The allowance for housing rest awarded to members of the three armed forces will be doubled from the 1st of July. The Finance Ministry says the commando allowance, including similar ranks in the Navy and Air Force, will be increased from 1,000 rupees to 5,000 rupees. In addition, the Finance Ministry said the Treasury had given its approval to increase the uniform allowance and daily allowance for all ranks in the three armed forces from the 1st of July.
The governor of the Central Province, President Council Maitri Gunaratne, engaged in an inspection tour of the Galaha Rural Hospital yesterday.
The governor also participated in a tree planting program. However, there is an issue when trying to proceed with operations. A priest informed us that there were no equipment to monitor the pressure. Why is this so? The central government should call for tenders and send that here. This is the issue. The appointment and transfer of doctors must be done through the central government. However, they claim that the provincial councils have been empowered in this regard. I have prepared a letter to send to the president. The health sector should either be taken over and operated by the central government or permit us to carry forward its operations.
During an event held at the National Chamber of Commerce yesterday, State Minister Iran Vikramaratne expressed the following views.
The number of tourists visiting the country has declined after the April 21st attacks. The income of the tourism industry has declined with immediate effect, and the government has taken steps to reduce their burden. Hotels and other companies that operate within the tourism industry will be provided a moratorium for a period of 1 year until the 31st of March 2020. The capital and interest payments that fall under the moratorium period can be paid after July 2020. We have also taken steps to provide working capital loans through the Enterprise Sri Lanka program. The most important factor is security. We have removed all duties on the importation of security equipment. The IMF has also extended their support to Sri Lanka. Last week, the executive board of the IMF decided to grant $164 million to Sri Lanka immediately. The central bank, the government, and the Ministry of Finance are currently holding discussions with the World Bank to obtain further assistance. We believe the output of these discussions will be positive.
දැන් සිටිනවා අපි හිතනවා ඒකත් අපිට ලබා ගන්න පුළුවන්.